Untangling the English language, unveiling the secrets of embedded questions. Hello, English learners. Today, we're delving into an incredibly important aspect of English communication, embedded questions. We'll specifically focus on the tricky matter of subject-verb agreement and embedded questions. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at understanding and crafting these types of questions, so let's dive in. Embedded questions, also known as indirect questions, are questions placed inside a sentence or another question. For example, instead of saying, "What time is it?" in a direct manner, we might say, "Could you tell me what time it is?" That's an embedded question. These types of questions are more polite and are commonly used in English, especially in professional or formal contexts. The rule of subject-verb agreement is pretty straightforward. The verb of a sentence should always agree with its subject in terms of number and person. So, if your subject is singular, your verb should be too. For example, the cat is playing. If your subject is plural, your verb should also be plural. For example, the cats are playing. But when it comes to embedded questions, things get a little bit tricky. When constructing embedded questions, we often find that the question word, like what, where, who, etc., and the verb swap places. The trick here is that even though the sentence structure changes, the subject-verb agreement rule remains the same. For instance, in a direct question, you would say, "What are the ingredients?" If you make this an embedded question, you would say, "Could you tell me what the ingredients are?" Similarly, you might directly ask, "Where is the post office?" If you make this into an embedded question, you'd say, "Do you know where the post office is?" You can see that even though the question word and verb swap places, the verb still agrees with the subject. A common mistake occurs when we make the verb agree with the noun following the verb, rather than the true subject of the sentence. For example, a common mistake would be to say, "Can you tell me where is the post office?" This is incorrect because the verb is should agree with post office, which is singular, and come after it. Remember, in embedded questions, the question word and verb swap places, but the verb must still agree with the subject. Can you tell me where the post office is? And that's it for today's lesson on subject-verb agreement and embedded questions. Always remember that the verb must agree with the subject, even in embedded questions. If you keep practicing, you'll get the hang of it in no time. Thank you for joining today's lesson. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section below. Keep practicing and happy learning.